I'm Stella Monday. I'm a photographer on Artrails. This is the Artrails, the beautiful Artrails calendar for this year, catalog. And Artrails this year is October 15th and 16th and October 22nd and 23rd. Artrails has every kind of artist that you can imagine, and it's a wonderful experience. I'm a photographer. My studio number is 13. I'm in Sebastopol at 1163 Pleasant Hill Road. And I would be delighted if you can come to visit my home gallery and see what I do in person and be able to talk to me about my work, how I do it, what I do. I started to get interested in photography as a teenager. I had a little Kodak Instamatic, and I was in Costa Rica as a foreign exchange student and started finding myself just drawn to landscapes that had kind of atmospheres around them. I came home and my mother said, "These are no good, they have no people in them." So being kind of a rebellious teenager, I decided that's just what I wanted to do, is have no people in my pictures. And it started there. I started in black and white, and then a little switch went in my head to color as I noticed more pattern and texture. And I think that no matter, some people really focus on one element or one style in their work, and mine is fairly far-reaching, but what overreaches all of it is a painterly sense and a sense of texture and abstraction, even in something that looks very real. My experience of photographing is that I'm on a journey to where the picture is, and the picture is on a journey to me, and somehow we meet in the middle. And when we meet in the middle, I feel like I'm in a trance, and if I'm really seeing, then this wonderful thing happens. A friend of mine just had a reissue of a book called Zen and the Art of Photography, in which he talks about photography as meditation. And I went, wow, I really have trouble meditating, or thought I did, but this is really what it is for me. There's something that happens there that brings me above and outside the moment, but into a different moment. And the impulse is to, by putting a frame around something, I'm seeing something else expressed that is out of the ordinary, and that often for me has layers of meaning, layers of feeling, and I so want the viewer, someone else, to be able to see what it is, not just the thing that I'm seeing, but to see how I feel and what I'm experiencing, to have that same experience when they're looking at the image. One of the things I'm very involved in are things that are layered, things that like have patterns of history, weathered buildings, signs, things that have been destroyed or ruined. I think what's particularly different about my work, about my photographic work, my unique stamp that makes it different from others, is that as I did work, people would tell me this work is really painterly, and I didn't think of it like that, although secretly I always wanted to be an abstract expressionist painter. But I discovered that that was true, and I think a lot of it came from wanting to take pictures in low light, and when the book said you can't do this, I did it anyway. And what I discovered was that it created this monochromatic look, and this soft focus look, and this look that created a watercolor or a pastel or a woodblock or an acrylic look to the work. And then as I saw that, I began to be able to create it on purpose, because it really expressed the way I wanted to feel about the work I was creating. So I really encourage you to come to Artrails. As I said before, there are painters, there are sculptors, there are fabric artists, there are metal workers, there are photographers, so many different kinds of artists. I would really love you to come to visit my studio and talk to me more if you're a photographer, if you're not, if you ever thought about doing it, if you just like to look at it. And I enjoy telling people how I work and what I do, and it would be really a pleasure to talk with you and meet you. I've been in Artrails for over 15 years, and I really love doing it. Before I was in it, I went on it for the 15 years before that, and with my son. So bring kids who are, once they're 7 or 8 or 10 or 12, they appreciate art, and it's a great experience for them as well. My website, which is a good way to see a little bit more of what I do than the thumbnail that's in the catalog, which is nice but not quite enough, is www.stellamonday.com.